Real Chip TV, welcome back. ChipChatter edition. We're heading into week 16 of the season, and Merry Christmas Eve. Happy holidays from us. Whatever you guys celebrate, you gotta say Happy Holidays.
Yeah.
It's not correct to
No,
say there's other things.
yeah, it's all about spending time
Yeah.
with, the ones that are closest to you anyway. So that's what the holidays
Exactly.
are about. And I know everyone's going to have a great Christmas this year.
And-
or a great holiday of anything else.
Yeah, and speaking of Merry Christmas, I made this sweet Steve Harvey thing. You hear about that, the Miss Universe thing?
Yes.
I'm showing the graphic right now. I tried to make a sweatshirt of it. Didn't have time to press it, but I thought I'd share it with you guys. It's pretty funny. So you haven't seen it, so
No, I have
you have to
not.
come back and watch it.
We'll have to watch this video to see
Yeah.
it.
But anyway, before we get into anything, fantasy update. League's over. Colin Zatelli, the big winner.
Big time win.
Over Justin Bradley.
Congrats to everyone. I thought
Yeah.
it was an awesome league. Everyone did a great job. And came down to the two teams that really did a great job. And Colin Zatelli got it done.
Got it done, and he wants a black Brian Dawkins jersey.
Mhm.
So
Great there.
great choice, my man.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that. I mean, it's kind of hard to say who you get a jersey on this team because you don't know who's gonna be back. So you take
Exactly.
you take the best player probably in franchise history and you roll with that. So I like the choice. Big update for our flag football team too. I mean, we went out and acquired top tier quarterback.
We scouted him from our outdoor league in Manioc.
Yeah.
He took a really average team to the championship.
Yeah, elevated everyone's play around him.
And he's an explosive athlete. And, I did some scouting, some recruiting, and he's happy to be on the team. So I think, we're 1-2 right now in our indoor 5-on-5 league. And I think, I benched myself at quarterback
big
acquire,
move there.
Yeah, to acquire a better player. And,
A la Mighty Ducks.
Yeah,
Charlie Conway giving up his
Russ
roster
Tyler.
spot for Russ Tyler.
For Adam Banks when he came back.
Yeah.
But it's ultimately for Russ Tyler.
Yeah, ultimately.
So, we got our Russ Tyler, and it's knuckle puck time, baby.
Yeah, it's
so
not
let's
time,
go.
so we're good. Now, let's dive into the question. Eagles, huge matchup, win or go home against the Redskins. And I mean, this Saturday night, it's going to be rocking. Boxing Day, day after Christmas. It's going to be mayhem, bedlam if they win at the Lynx. So, I mean, we're going to dive into these questions about the game here. Zay asks, without Maxwell and Rowe, is there a chance we beat the Redskins?
Rowe was cleared, so
Yeah.
he's practicing now, and Maxwell's questionable. Not sure if he'll play or not, but I think it's really all about getting pressure on Kirk Cousins, who, since the game that he brought him back. You like that? He's been great. 16 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, great completion percentage as well. So I think it's about knocking him off his mark more than the DBs. I think the DBs they'll be okay as long as you can get Kirk Cousins to panic, not give him all the time in the world, and you just have to knock him off his mark. And I think we're definitely in good position in that situation.
Yeah, knock him off his mark. You're going to have safety help over the top to prevent the big play from Deshaun Jackson, so you can do that. You got a good shot to win. I feel like
You got to worry about other guys too, like Jordan Reed.
Yeah,
So
Jordan Reed's
really
good. Perrick Garcon, always solid. Always solid. So
always a tough receiver to defend. So yeah, it's more about just getting Kirk Cousins rattled, not really as much because the receivers can't do anything if Kirk Cousins can't get him the ball.
Exactly.
And like you were saying, the run game too. You got to stop that run game.
Yeah,
it's got to tackle.
Definitely got to tackle. You can't tackle any worse than the
Cardinals
game. At CH Doppler asks, do you think we become 8-8?
You got to. If you want to go to the playoffs, you have to.
I think we're gonna do it.
You have to win these next 2 games, and it's not. We're not playing New England and Carolina in the next 2 weeks. We're playing 2 teams
that we can beat. Yeah,
that are good divisional games, and it'll prove who's the best team in this really bad division this year, and it'll give whatever team wins it some confidence and bragging rights going into next season.
Yeah, you just beat all those big teams and just overcome all this adversity and just lose to the Redskins would be awful. It would be gut wrenching.
Yeah,
I couldn't bear it. It's gonna be
big Chip Kelly era games this Saturday.
This is it. I mean, it's gonna be huge. So, next question kind of ties into this one. At Austin 431-343. I feel like I'm announcing like a Star Wars droid name there. Do you think we still have a good chance of making the playoffs?
Yeah.
I guess if you go 8-8, you gotta make the playoffs.
Yeah, you have a good chance. I mean,
you control your own destiny with 2 weeks left.
Yep.
If you would have told me that when we were 4-7, you win your last 2 games, you're in. I'd be like, yeah, I'll take that deal. Where do I sign? Whose hand do I shake?
Exactly.
So,
it's not really about chance. It's not really up to chance as far as that. Just it's pretty clear cut. It's win these 2 games or you're out.
Yeah, I mean the Giants are probably gonna falter out, so you're not going to worry about them. You still got to beat them, but I mean, you know.
Well, unless we beat the Redskins and then the Redskins also lose to the Cowboys, then
Yeah.
we're automatically in. But you just got to win these next two games.
Take care of your own business. Take care of your own business. I have faith though in Teddy Bridgewater. This weekend.
Take the Giants down.
Yep,
Absolutely.
Rebranding my team for the consolation fourth place game.
Okay.
Ted, and Teddy. Like the TV show Ed, and Eddie. It's gonna be him photoshopping all these faces. You know, that graphic. I'll tweet it out on the Real Chip thing when it's live on the Twitter. Guillermo Valentin, who do you think the Eagles should sign when free agency starts?
Thinking to the offseason. I think you got to get some guards with game experience, offensive guards. I don't know if they go big on a tackle in free agency. It's going to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think you draft one, and I think you could take a receiver that can take some pressure off the other guys, such as Travis Benjamin, something like that. If they do go get an Alshon Jeffrey, then that's wild. That's a big time acquisition, but I don't think they're going to go and burst their bank on a guy like that. I think
I'd rather budget a little bit and get Travis Benjamin, who I think is the missing piece, that kind of player, a la Deshaun Jackson that we're missing from the offense.
Take the top off the defense.
At Jeremy Beast 123 asks, how do you feel about Malcolm Jenkins not making the Pro Bowl? That was a snub.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. I think it's a joke. I think it's a popularity contest, and he's a pretty big name now. I mean, but it's just if you look at the safeties, it's Tyrann Mathieu and Earl Thomas, and those guys deserve it. Don't get me wrong, but Malcolm Jenkins is on that level, and he's an absolute stud, best player on the Eagles this year. So
absolutely,
I think he did deserve it, and I think with Tyrann Mathieu tearing his ACL and being out for the season, he's obviously not going to play in the Pro Bowl, and I think Malcolm will have a good chance to replace him.
Yeah, probably made like the second biggest play of the season with that pick six against Brady. Malcolm Jenkins.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna say biggest play still had Jordan Matthews touchdown, which was pretty wild. In Dallas.
When we
won the game.
A lot of big,
A
lot
of.
I thought you meant Tyrann Mathieu with the pick six.
I'm like, no, he tore his
he
ACL.
kind of fell after that, but Malcolm deserved it. So.
Yeah. At Aiden_Burke asks, should the Eagles shop for a new defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator?
Defensive. Billy Davis doesn't. I mean.
I feel like he doesn't adjust well.
He's got some talent, and there's some guys such as Kiko Alonso who hasn't lived up to what he was supposed to, and you could feel even Maxwell. I think Maxwell's been good, not great. And Billy Davis can't help but have take some blame for those guys, and that's kind of stinks because it's not really his fault, but at the same time. Yeah, he just can't get a pass rush. Whether he rushes, he blitzes, he doesn't really disguise. He's not really that creative. I don't know. I just kind of getting tired of.
I think you need to start bringing that. I mean, pass rushing, that's Eagles football. Getting after the quarterback.
Exactly.
That's how he plays.
That's how you win.
Yeah, I mean, at Billy, Eberling _28. I guess I don't know how to say that last name there, but he said should the Eagles fire Billy Davis, and we're both on board with that.
I just think you need a new face in there and get some creativity.
He got some good talent. You just gotta use it better.
Yep.
At Nate.Dorley, what would be a good pickup in free agency this offseason for a wide receiver? So I mean, we like Travis Benjamin.
Travis Benjamin. Yeah.
Alshon Jeffries would be sick.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the list, but those are the guys.
Calvin Johnson gets cut, but that's probably gonna be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure who else there is that you could get.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to it too much as of late. I've looked at things here and there, but normally when the Eagles start playing bad, that's when I start looking at free agency, and they've been playing pretty well as of late. The Cardinals game, but they're in the
they're in the hunt. I want to talk about the here and now, but
I like Travis Benjamin. He takes the top off the defense. He's not a high profile guy. He could come in on a solid deal and do that job for us, and I think he can do it real well.
Yeah, definitely. At Matt Minton, what a name. Should the Eagles extend Bradford?
I think so. Pro Football Focus has him as the best quarterback against the blitz.
73% completion percentage. That's wild.
Against the blitz, that's pretty impressive. Bradford admitted actually yesterday that in his press conference that he had some knee soreness early in the season, and he kind of was hindered by that, and now his knee's not really hurting him anymore. It's not bothering him, and that's all part of coming back from an injury.
Yeah,
obviously you're not going to admit that when it's happening, but it's funny to look back and be like, I was kind of sore in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But it just looks like he's much more confident, and he's just really, really coming into his own as far as making plays. And I think rather than getting him out, you need to realize that it's not him that's the problem. He's actually pretty good, and it's the other guys, and you need to build around him rather than keep on revolving the quarterback.
Going to turn into the Cleveland Browns if we keep doing that. We don't want to do that. So last question. At Maury922 asks, what position do you think the Eagles should draft in the first round?
I think you need to get an offensive tackle.
Team tackle. That's us.
Jason Peters is just wearing down. He made the Pro Bowl basically off lifetime.
That's the problem with the flaw. If you're an Eagles fan, you know that Jason Peters is not playing Pro Bowl caliber football this year at all.
Because if he was, we'd have a lot better of.
We wouldn't be. We'd probably be.
Yeah, we'd be a little.
We probably wouldn't even have to win this game if he was. If he was there, because he kind of.
Yeah, he kind of sets the tone to that O line, and when you see him playing bad, it's kind of hard for anyone to get up to that level, and he's. He hasn't played well.
I will say that his mere presence, though, even when he doesn't play as well, it has made an impact, positive impact. There's definitely a different feel when he's in, but he's just not the same guy he was. He's certainly not.
He's definitely our best tackle. Well, I'd say Lane Johnson probably is, but he's definitely, other than Lane Johnson, like, it's not beneficial to have Peters off the field with the backups that we have.
Yeah.
But it's definitely... Going forward, you can definitely replace him with a better. I mean, I don't know if the guy that we would draft in the first round would be immediately better than Jason Peters.
Yeah, probably not.
But the sooner you get a guy in, the sooner you get him reps with the O-line, he's young, get him that experience, get the growing pains out of the way, the better. And I'm sorry to say, but Jason Peters is just too much money to play at the level that he's playing at.
And if you're not even playing, then you can't have money invested in something that's not even on the field.
Exactly. So that's he's been hurt too, so it's been dinged up all year.
Yeah, he really has. Closing out here, I guess what I'm gonna have to say is, what happened Saturday?
Gosh,
who knows?
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
I really want us to win, and I think we can, but it's just I don't know. I'm stressed out thinking about it. I'm gonna have to have a few drinks just to cope with the nerves for that game, because I'm not really gonna.
Seriously.
I'm fired up. It's a huge game, but.
It's tough.
It's tough. The Redskins are.
It's a good team.
They're playing their best football right now.
7-7 team, and even whoever wins this game, no matter what, I'm sorry to say, but the Redskins and the Eagles might be the two best teams in the division next year. And that's tough. I mean, when Romo comes back, that team is way different. But he's just a hit away. He's a hit away. And it's not going to get any better. He's 35 years old.
Yeah.
He's not going to get any better. And the two teams that have younger quarterbacks that are developing are the Eagles and the Redskins, and they're building teams. And it looks, if Kirk Cousins is the real deal, like the way he looks, and he can keep playing at this level, and Bradford keeps progressing the way he is, it looks like the Redskins and the Eagles could be the two teams to beat in the division next year, as long as they make the right moves to continue improving. And Dallas looks like their quarterback is one hit away from another season ender, and Eli Manning's kind of withering away as well, and as is that whole team. So, and they're probably gonna have a new coach pretty soon. Too, so.
I would imagine so. They're gonna have to.
It's gonna be probably a tight division, but I think this game is gonna show two teams that are looking to build on to next year, and regardless of who wins. If the Redskins beat the Eagles, the Eagles are going to be back strong next year, and the same goes for if the Eagles beat the Redskins, the Redskins are going to go to work and be back next year as well. So
yeah. Well, you know what, guys? Enjoy your Christmas, and we will see you live from the link on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be wild. We'll probably be getting there pretty early, I would imagine.
Yeah,
as soon as we can.
2 or 1
I'm thinking like a 1 or 2 o'clock time. Get the video out to you by like 3 or 4, and it's.
It's do or die.
And we're just gonna get hyped. It's do or die. I mean, this is really exciting. How the season's going to be in week 16
no better position than being competitive in December and having a chance. And I'll tell you what, you'd say what you want about Chip Kelly. The record might be bad. The division might have maybe has this team a little lucky.
Yeah.
But every December that Chip Kelly's been in Philadelphia, we've had meaningful games late in December. And whether we won or lost, that's yet to be seen. In a sense, and you can look back, and we lost last year, and we won the first year, and we're back in it again this year. So I mean, he provides something, man. I mean, as relative to this division, we were 4-7, and Dallas went downhill. Certain teams went uphill, downhill, and we kind of went uphill, and we're right there. So he's got us competing, and this is the team that's going to be competing, and they don't give up, and that's it.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you on Saturday. Enjoy your holiday, and thanks for tuning in.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.